Articulation, red line pegged, I'm right in the mouth. That maximum tolerance, syllable scraping the limit of pronunciation. Then it's stretching, warping under heat, but never disengaging in the tongue. Vibrating microsteps, stacking but cadence, refusing correction. I'm forcing clarity to survive in hostile conditions. Consonants tearing against each other, sparks flying off. Collisions, the jaw locked in overdrive. No downshift available, the beat still moving. So I keep pushing sound past the point where it's supposed to hold together. You hear danger, I hear efficiency. Every phrase threatened with collapse, but never crossing me cause speed is maintaining. Structural integrity by sheer momentum alone. Articulation, red line, stay exact. They drift and blur, I stay intact. Too close to break, but I adapt. I hold my tone at the edge of snap. Articulation, red line, eyes ahead. They slow for safety, I don't step fast, don't scare me, even red. I keep it clean with limits in. Yeah, still red line, no throttle. Back articulation, screaming warnings. Ignore the malfunctioning on bottle stability. Every syllable a gamble that pays out in velocity. The tongue compensating, mid-word rerouting muscle memory in real time. Just to keep output, uninterrupted fatigue. Irrelevant failure, delayed indefinitely. I'm skating the edge so long it becomes when the verse doesn't peak, it sustains. Critical pressure without release until the cell and self start to distort. And even then, I don't lift, I lean further and letting danger sharpen the delivery. Beats and notes and red lines still precise. They fall apart, I stabilize fast at the edge, no sacrifice. I live with speech and danger slice. Articulation, red line, final run. They feel the limit, I become safe. Speak and lid is close. I end it red and still strong. I end it red and still strong.
Hey, yo, kid, let's see, go, kid.
No comment, no prayer. I enter the verse and remove every chance to breathe. Every thought change to the next one relentlessly. I don't pause to repent or reflect. I just push language forward like a runaway engine. Articulation grinding non-stop. Tongue never lifting off the gas. Constant smashing in the vowels. Wording phrases together into one continuous surge. You're waiting for a break that never arrives. Because I erase the idea of mercy from the syntax. Every word dragging the next one behind it like a hook. Chain the beat struggling to surface under the weight of uninterrupted delivery. I don't talk in lines, I'm talking floods. And once it starts, it doesn't stop.
No comment, no prayer, stay focused. Stay slipping gaps, I don't notice. No space to breathe, I stay composed. I ride the rush till it's over. No comment, no prayer, eyes live. They beg for rest, I do not. Fast and clean when pressure knock. I hold the line non-stop.
Still no comma, still no prayer. The sentence expanding like it's alive. Feeding on its own momentum, articulation burning through fatigue, but never disconnecting the jaw. Lock the tongue, adapting, rerouting effort just to maintain speed. Choking on the length of the thought. I'm extending it further, stacking clause on clause with no intention of release. This is endurance warfare, not a sprint. Every second without pause, sharpening the edge. The verse refusing resolution, refusing closure, refusing relief. Until the only thing left standing is velocity itself.
No comment, no prayer, still clear. They fall apart when pace severe. I don't break when the end not near. Control my voice till silence fear. No comment, no prayer, final run. They need a stop, I need none. Say speed, need rest, you wrong. I close it out, still going strong.
LTRT.
Starvation protocol initiated, lungs ignored entirely. Cadence takes command, syllables flooding faster than oxygen can justify articulation. Running on deficit tongue, pushing through tightening chest, pressure rising but irrelevant because momentum outrank survival. I'm stacking phrases with no recovery window. Every consonant grinding into the next one. Vowels thinning just to fit more data per second. You searching for a pause. I remove the constant entirely versus one. Continuous advance, no retreat, no inhale. Just for emotion, verbal mass, crushing the beat until it buckle under sustained delivery. I don't gasp, override the instinct. I speak through deprivation and let speed explain everything.
Restoration protocol, stay locked in. They joke on pace, I don't flinch. No air left, but I still win. Control the rush, dominate the win. Restoration protocol, eyes ahead. They need a break. I don't beg fast, don't fear me, fear misled. I stay precise when breath is dead.
Still running the protocol, oxygen debt, climbing articulation, degrading but never slowing. The tongue compensating, rerouting effort around failing systems lips. Teach y'all sharing the load just to keep velocity constant. I'm talking on fume syllables colliding under pressure, but cadence remains absolute. You buffering mentally, trying to keep up with density. I'm already stacking the next. Weight starvation, sharpening focus, stripping excess, leaving only speed and intent. Every bar compounds a deficit, but I refuse relief. The verse doesn't end it. Just exhaust whatever's left.
Rest starvation protocol, still in control. They fade in smoke. I hold the ropes with pressure, never fold. I speak through fire, ice cold soul. Rest starvation protocol, final state. They stop to live, I accelerate. Say speed needed, too late. I close it out at max burn rate, yeah.
No silence allowed, I erase the gap between sounds and word every syllable into a single advancing word. The tongue never lifts the jaw, never unlocks articulation, pouring non-stop like a valve jammed open. Any hint of quiet treated as a fault and overridden. Immediately I chain phrases so tight the air can't sneak through consonant. So the chicken vowels out of the way just to keep the stream unbroken. You waiting for a breath, I outlook the concept of us as a pressure chamber where sound replaces oxygen and momentum replaces mercy. The beat tries to blink, I pin it up and we'll continuous deliver, flooding every pocket into silence, has nowhere to land.
No silence allowed, keep it live. They search for space, I don't comply. Every moment filled, I drive. I rule the noise, I won't subside. No silence allowed, stay loud. They need a pause, I just survive. Fast and clean inside the crowd. I keep it full, no quiet now. Still no silence, every micro gap instantly patched articulation. Self-healing mid-run the mouth, acting like a generator feeding in its own output. Back into itself to prevent dropouts. I'm layering sound on sound on sound until the waveform thickens and the room vibrates with constant presence. You buffering it, begging for a break, I enter by doubling the flow. Tighter than zero, really you're refusing relief. The verse becomes a living current that never drops to zero. I don't in lines, I overlap them, I don't finish thoughts. I stack them until quiet is fully displaced and all that remains is sustained verbal occupation. No silence allowed, so they drive. They fade the quiet, I counteract. Every gap sealed, every crack. I keep it moving full attack. No silence allowed, final say. They hush the room, I overplay. Say speed needs rest, no way. I close it out with sound all day.
Hey, yo, plays that, what he been this shit?
Yeah.
Jaw overheat warning flashing, but ignored. I clamp down on the hinge and force articulation through rising friction. Enamel grinding against tempo. The mouth locked in high RPM with no cooldown. Protocol consonants collide, sparking ricochet vowels shaped thinner. Just a clear band with pressure climbing, but cadence a move. I don't ease, I don't coast. I keep feeding syllables into a furnace that never vents. You waiting for relief. I deleted that option. Every phrase talk loaded. Every bar another degree hotter. The beat is a buckle while I keep pouring uninterrupted verbal mass until heat becomes momentum and momentum becomes law.
And momentum becomes law. Jaw overheat warning, still I'm calm. They feel the burn, I stay strong. Pressure high, but my tone stay low. I don't slow down when alarms pop. Jaw overheat warning, eyes ahead. They bite too hard, I stay set. Fast don't scare me, I don't sweat. Control the heat till the warning's right.
Heat saturation, climbing articulation, operating past tolerance thresholds, micro tremors in the jaw absorbed by rhythm redistribution. Tongue compensating, lips assisting, teeth tapping percussion, just to keep velocity constant. I'm talking through strain, noise, pain distortion, but the cadence remains surgical. You hear fatigue, I hear conditioning. This is burning, I break down. Every second under load, we forge the mechanism. I refuse to throttle, I refuse to vent. I stack more speed on the heat there in the system to fail. First the verse never releases, it only tightens until the warning stops blinking. It becomes permanent.
Jaw overheat warning, still precise. They melt down quick, I stabilize. Fast under fire, I optimize. I hold my line at max device. Jaw overheat warning, final test. They crack and quit,
Yeah, hoping that black. Last breath, loop, lock. I take a one inhale and refuse to spend it. I recycle the same oxygen through an endless sentence. Articulation chained to itself with no exit ramp. The tongue feeding on momentum, the jaw clamps. Steady as the flow keeps circling back on its own. Exhaust every syllable, borrowing from the same breath. Stretch thinner and thinner, but never snap it, cause velocity keeps it alive. I don't pause to replenish, I reap the deficit. Four phrases overlap and tell the head like it look real. You waiting for the exhale, I converted it into propulsion. The verse coils tied to each rotation, louder than Zerg. Faster until it becomes unnecessary and sound becomes circulation.
Last breath, loop, stay composed. They gasping full, eye closed. One breath, stretch till it holds. I keep it tight on overload. Yeah. Last breath, loop, eyes locked in. They need air, I recycle in. Control the spin, never thin. I ride the loop till the end.
Still looping the last breath. No fresh intake, articulation sustained by inertia alone. The sentence chasing its own tail, compressing time with every lap. The tongue making micro adjustments to survive the choke point. Vowels, rushing consonants, order to maintain. Pressure to be caught in orbit, can't escape the repetition. I don't finish the thought, I re-enter it again. Faster than before, stacking revolutions till the room feels sealed. The service of resolve, it sustains a closed circuit where silence can't intrude and breath never leaves, it just keeps turning. Yeah.
Last breath, loop, still exact. They lose air, I counter her. Spin it tight, never crack. I keep control on the track. Last breath, loop, final frame. They break the chain, I remain. Say speed needs air, same claim. I end it loop in the flame.
Eu Santa Manico, man.
Come to deep cascade, don't long stay. They lose control, I stay ready. Burn it out quick, I don't let it. I understand.
Should I my T cascade initiating micro failure, stacking articulation, slipping and compensating and slipping again, the tongue burning but never disengaging. Every rapid movement amplifying, the next one fatigue, chaining into more fatigue like a runaway reaction. Now pause to reset motor control of the error propagated, turning into thought syllables, grind against warm muscle fibers, speed never dropping, no resistance rising. You hear strain, I hear escalation, the verse feeding on exhaustion, accelerating because stopping would mean collapse. So I keep pressing, flooding the channel with relentless verbal mass, letting the cascade spread unchecked.
Tongue fatigue, cascade still steady. They lose control, I stay ready. We burning out quick, I don't let it. I ride the strain, never sweaty. Tongue fatigue, cascade, eyes locked. They feel the drag, I do not. Fast through pain till muscles knock. I keep it clean when others drop.
Cascade deepening, articulation degraded but adaptive. The tongue rerouting pathways, recruiting jaw, lips, teeth to share the low fatigue. No longer a problem but a fuel source. Every misfire adding torque, every tremor sharpening momentum. You waiting for breakdown, I deny it by refusing slow down. The verse becomes a stress chamber where exhaustion multiplies but output remains constant. Breath forgotten, recovery postponed indefinitely. I don't escape the cascade, I accelerate inside it until the whole system vibrates at speed and nothing exists outside the motion.
Tongue fatigue, cascade still exact. They tap out fast, I counteract. Hey, pain don't bend me, it had impact. Hey, I keep my form when nerves crack. Tongue fatigue, cascade, final wave. Hey, stay back for rest, I misbehave. Say speed, need comfort too safe. Hey, I end it moving through the ache.
Come fatigue cascade. You hunt control, I stay ready. Burning out quick, I don't let it. I ride the strain, never sweaty.
Ayo, copy on the chat.
Panic tempo, like stay centered. They lose control, I enter. Heart race high, but my tone never splinter. I ride the fear, keep it tempered. Panic tempo, like eyes wide. They drown in stress, I glide. Fast don't shake me, I decide. I keep my calm at a lethal stride. Still lock, calm at a lethal stride. Still lock, no release. Valve, no slow down. Articulation, sync to fight or fly. Reflex the tongue, respond to distress signals directly. Bypassing, thought the faster the panic, the tighter the flow. Feedback loop, see it anxiety. Feeding velocity, feeble anxiety. Feeding anxiety, but cadence remains razor straight. I don't spiral, I stabilize. I redline, reverse the control zone of emergency. Where every scream stop emotion overrides. Instant, I don't escape the panic, I weaponize it. Converting fear into sustained propulsion until the tempo itself starts fearing me. Panic tempo, lock still clean. They crack under fear, I stay keen. Heart on fire, but voice serene. I dominate stress in between. Panic tempo, final phase. They freeze and doubt, I accelerate. Say speed, break nerves, check the tape. I close it out at panic rate. Panic tempo, lock still clean. Panic tempo, lock stay centered. Panic tempo, lock final phase. Yeah, panic tempo, lock panic rate. Panic tempo, lock day. Panic tempo, lock day. Panic tempo, lock day. Panic tempo, lock day. Break.
Hey, Eugene, hold on, Barbie. Hey, Eugene, hold on, Barbie.
Hey, y'all overheat wanted flashing, but ignored. I clamp down on the hinge and force articulation through rising friction. Enamel grinding against tempo, the mouth locked in high. RPM with no cool down. Protocol consonants collide, sparking ricochet. Vowel shave, thinner just a clear band with pressure climbing, but cadence a move. Not on these on coast, I keep feeding syllables into a furnace that never vents you. Waiting for relief, I deleted that option. Every phrase talk loaded, every bar. Another degree, how the WB feels at the bucket while I keep pouring uninterrupted verbal mass until he becomes momentum, or momentum becomes law.
Y'all overheat, want it, still I'm calm. They feel the burn, I stay strong. Pressure high, but my tone stay locked. I don't slow down when alarms pop. Y'all overheat, want it, eyes ahead, they bite too hard. I stay set,
Heat saturation, climbing articulation, operating past tolerance thresholds, micro tremors in the jaw, absorbed by rhythm, redistribution, tongue, compensating lips, assisting teeth, tapping percussion, just to keep velocity constant. I'm talking through strain, noise, pain, distortion, but the cadence remains surgical. You hear fatigue, I hear condition. This is burning, I break down every second under load. Reforge the mechanism, I refuse to throttle, I refuse to vent. I stack more speed on the heat, daring the system to fail. First, the verse never releases, it only tightens until the warning stops blinking and becomes permanent.
Y'all overheat, want it, still precise. They melt down quick, I stabilize. Fast on the fire, optimize. I hold my line at max advice. I overheat, want it, final test, they cracking quick. I progress, say speed, need comfort, reassess. I close it out with the jaw still pressed.
They'll take me on the beat.
Breath starvation protocol, initiated lungs ignored, entirely cadence takes command, syllables flooding faster than oxygen can justify articulation, running on deficit tongue, pushing through tightening chest, pressurizing but irrelevant because momentum outdrinks survival. I'm stacking phrases with no recovery window, every consonant grinding into the next one, vowel standing just to fit more data per second. You searching for pause, I remove the concept entirely, the verses one continuous advance, no retreat, no inhale, just forward motion, verbal mass, crushing the beat until it buckle under sustained the delivery. I don't gasp, I override the instinct, I speak through deprivation and let speed explain everything.
Breath starvation protocol, stay locked in. They choke on pace, I don't flinch. No air left, but I still win. Control the rush, dominate the wind. Pre-starvation protocol, eyes ahead. They need a break, I don't beg. Fast don't fear me, fear misled. I stay precise when breath is dead.
Still running the protocol, oxygen debt, climbing articulation, degrading but never slowing the tongue, compensating, rerouting, effort around, failing systems, lips, teeth, jaw, sharing the load just to keep velocity constant. I'm talking on fumes, syllables colliding under pressure, but cadence remains absolute. You buffering mentally, trying to keep up with density. I'm already stacking the next wave, starvation, sharpening focus, stripping excess, leaving only speed and intent. Every bar compounds the deficit, but I refuse relief. The verse doesn't end, it just exhausts whatever's left.
Breath starvation protocol, still in control. They fade in smoke, I hold the road. Fast with pressure, never fold. I stick to fire, ice cold soul. Breath starvation protocol, final state.
Last breath loop locked, I take one. Inhale and refuse to spend it. I recycle the same oxygen through an endless sentence. Articulation chained to itself with no exit ramp. The tongue feeding on momentum. The jaw clamps steady as the flow keeps circling back on its own exhaust. Every syllable borrowing from the same breath, stretched thinner and thinner but never snapping. Cause velocity keeps it alive. I don't pause to replenish, I rework the deficit. Forward phrases overlap until the head like a loop reel. You waiting for the exhale, I converted it into propulsion. The verse goes tighter, each rotation louder, denser, faster, until breathing becomes unnecessary and sound becomes circulating. Last breath loop, stay composed, they gasping for I close, one breath stretch till it holds. I keep it tight on overload. Last breath loop, eyes locked in, they need air, I recycle wind. Control the spin, never thin, I ride a loop till the end. Last breath loop, still looping the last breath, no fresh intake. Articulation sustained by inertia alone, a sentence chasing its own tail, compressing time with every left. The tongue making micro adjustments to survive the choke point. Vowels, ration, consonants, whether to maintain pressure. The beat caught in orbit, can't escape the repetition. I don't finish the thought, I re-enter it again. Faster than before, stacking revolutions until the room feels sealed. The third is resolved, it sustains a closed circuit where silence can't intrude and breath never leaves it, just keeps turning. Last breath loop, still exact. They lose air, I counteract. Spin it tight, never crack. I keep control on the track. Last breath loop, final frame. They break the chain, I remain. Say speed, needs air, same claim. Might end the loop in the flame. No silence allowed. I erase the gaps between sounds and weld every syllable into a single advancing wall. The tongue never lifts the jaw, never unlocks articulation. Pouring non-stop like a valve jammed open. Any hint of quiet treated as a fall and over the rhythm immediately. I chain phrases so tight the air can't sneak through consonants. Shoulder checking vowels out of the way just to keep the stream unbroken. You waiting for a breath, I outlawed the concept. The verse is a pressure chamber where sound replaces oxygen and momentum replaces mercy. The beat tries to blink, I pin it open with continuous delivery, flooding every pocket until silence has nowhere to land. No silence allowed, keep it loud. They search for space, I don't comply. Every moment feel that drive, I rule the noise, I won't subside. No silence allowed, stay loud. They need a pause, I disavow. Fast and clean inside the crowd, I keep it full, no quiet now. Still no silence, every micro gap instantly patched. Articulation, self-healing, mirror run the mouth, acting like a generator feeding its own output back in it with self to prevent dropouts. I'm layering sound on sound on sound until the waveform thickens and the room vibrates with constant presence. You buffering and mentally begging for a break. I answer by doubling the flow. Tighter than a heavier refuse and relief. The rest becomes a living current that never drops to zero. I don't own end lines, I overlap them. I don't finish thoughts, I stack them until quiet is fully displaced and all that remains is sustained verbal occupation. No silence allowed, still exact. They fade to quiet, I counteract every gap to every crack. I keep it moving, full attack. No silence allowed, final say. They hush the room, I overplay. Say speed needs rest, no way. I close it out with sound all day.
Trick it, hold me up.
Tongue fatigue, cascading issue. Micro failure, stacking articulation, slipping and compensating and slipping again. The tongue burning but never dissing, judging every rapid movement, amplifying the next one. Fatigue, chaining, in more fatigue like a runaway reaction. I don't pause to reset, motor control. I let the error propagate and turn it into thought syllables. Grind against one muscle, fiber speed, never dropping. Only resistance rising. You hear strain, I hear escalation. The verse feeding on exhaustion, accelerating me to stop it with me and collect. So I keep pressing, flooding the channel with relentless verbal mass, letting the cascade spread unchecked.
Yeah, tongue fatigue, cascade, still steady. They lose control, I stay ready. Burning out quick, I don't let it. I ride the strain, never sweaty. Tongue fatigue, cascade, eyes locked. They feel the drag, I do not. Fast through pain till muscles knock. I keep it clean when others drop.
cascade deepening, articulation degraded but adapted. The tongue rerouting pathways, recruiting jaw lip teeth to share the load. Fatigue no longer a problem but a fuel source. Every misfire adding torque, every tremor sharpening momentum. You waiting for breakdown, I deny it. By refusing slow down, the verse becomes a stress chamber where exhaustion multiplies but output remains constant. Breath forgotten, recovery postponed indefinitely. I don't escape the cascade, I accelerate inside it until the whole system vibrates at speed and nothing exists outside the motion.
Some fatigue cascade, still exact. They tap out fast, I counteract. Pain don't bend me, it add impact. I keep my phone when nerves crack. Some fatigue cascade, final wave. They beg for rest, I misbehave. Safe speed, need comfort, too safe. I end it moving through the ache.
I dance it onion.
Ay, articulation, red line, pedal right in the mouth, the maximum tolerance. Syllable scraping the limit, the pronunciation thin and stretching. Weapon under heat, but never disengaging the tongue. Vibrating microslip, stacking but cadence, refusing correction. I'm forcing clarity to survive in hostile conditions. Consonants tearing against each other, sparks flying off collisions. The jaw locked in overdrive, no downshift available. The beat still moving, so I keep pushing sound past the point where it's supposed to hold together. You hit danger. I hear efficiency, every phrase flirting with collapse, but never crossing because speed is maintaining structure and integrity by sheer momentum alone. Hey, 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 articulation, red line, stay exact. They drift and blur right, stay intact. Too close to break, but I adapt. I hold my tone at the edge of snap. Articulation, red line, eyes ahead. They slow for safety, I don't step. Fast don't scare me, even red. I keep it clean, where limits end, yeah. Ay, still red like no throttle back. Articulation screaming warnings, ignore the malfunction in a borrowed stability. Every syllable a gamble that pays out in velocity. The tongue compensating mid-word, reroute a muscle memory in real time, just to keep output uninterrupted. Fatigue irrelevant, failure delayed indefinitely. I'm skating the edge so long it becomes home. The verse doesn't peak, it sustains critical pressure without release until the sound itself starts to distort. And even then, I don't live, I lean further in, letting danger sharpen the delivery instead of dulling it. Articulation, red line, still precise. They fall apart, I stabilize. Fast at the edge, no sacrifice. I live with speech and danger slice. Articulation, red line, final run. They fear the limit, I become. Say speed can't live this close, wrong. I end it red and still strong.
Take out. Velocity without clarity. Velocity without clarity. I've been in precision, let momentum drive articulation. Accelerating faster than comprehension can anchor it. Words flying detached from meaning, but lock the cadence. The tongue operating on impulse alone. Syllables spilling like deep breeze in the wind, trying to get sense. I'm already past the need for it. The verse is pure full emotion. No destination, no reflection, just speed stacked on speed until the sound itself becomes forced to beat. No longer a guide, just resistance. I tear through every pocket with reckless continuity. Optional, only requirement is motion. Sustained, uninterrupted, unrepentant.
Velocity without clarity, stay sharp. They chase the sense, I chase sparks. Too fast to think, still hit marks. I'm moving blurred, but I carve. Velocity without clarity, don't stop. They need a reason, I don't at all. Speed my language, that's the call. I stand intact when meanings fall.
Still pushing velocity, clarity. Completely stripped articulation, reduced to propulsion consonants. Punching air, vowels evaporating under force. You hear noise, I hear efficiency. This is not communication, it's kinetic expression. The mouth a turbine, the jaw a drive shaft, spinning without pause. I don't slow to rebuild since I destroy it further to remove. Drag every phrase lighter, faster, more unstable. The verse becomes a streak, not a statement. Perception overwhelmed, but the engine keeps screaming forward until clarity gone forever and only velocity survives.
Velocity without clarity, still clean. They lose the plot, I stay mean. Fast don't need to be seen. I cut straight through the screen. Velocity without clarity, final mode. They want sense,
Well, I pray this is.
Hey, hey. The sharks on the fly race. Yeah. No comment, no prayer. I enter the verse and remove every chance to breathe. Every thought, change to the next one relentlessly. I don't pause to repent or reflect. I just push language forward like a runaway engine. Articulation, grinding non-stop the tongue, never lifting off the gas. Consonants, smashing in the vowels, wedding phrases together into one. Continuous surge, waiting for a break that never arrives. Because I erased the idea of mercy from the syntax. Every word, dragging the next one behind it like a hook, chain of beat struggling to surface under the weight of uninterrupted delivery. I don't talk in lines, I talk in floods. And once it starts, it doesn't stop.
No comment, no prayer, stay focused. They slip and guess, I don't notice. No space to breathe, I stay composed. I ride the rush till it's over. No comment, no prayer, eyes light. They beg for rest, I do not. Fast and clean with pressure, not. Hold the line, non-stop.
Still no comma, still no prayer. The sentence is spinning like it's alive. Feeding on it some momentum. Articulation burning through fatigue, but never disconnecting the jaw, lock the tongue. Adapt and reroute an effort just to maintain speed. You choking on the length of the thought. I'm extending it further, stacking claws on claws with no intention of release. This is endurance warfare, not a sprint. Every second without pause is sharpening the edge. Diverse refuse and lose your illusion. Refusing closure, refusing release to the only thing left. Standing is velocity itself.
No comment, no prayer, still clear. They fall apart when pace severe. I don't break when the end not near. Control my voice to silence fear. Yeah, no comment, no prayer, final run. They need a stop, I need none. Say speed, need rest, you wrong. I close it out, still going strong.
Yeah, hey, yeah.
It's to come, baby.
Syllable compression engine, engaged from crushing paragraphs into microseconds, forcing entire concepts through a narrow channel. Articulation shaped down to essentials, vowels, strip consonants welded together, density spiking beyond readability, but cadence holds absolute. I'm packing more language per breath than lungs can tolerate, so I bypass them entirely, letting the tongue run direct. Feed every phrase, vacuum sealed, no wasted space, no padding, no mercy to beat. Groaning under lexical gravity while I keep injecting, compressing 10 frame after frame. You waiting for expansion, I collapse further, squeezing meaning tighter until velocity alone communicates. Thread I don't explain, I transmit at lethal batteries.
Syllable compression engine, locked in tight. They lose control, I stay precise. Too much speed, but I cut it right. I speak clean in the oval fight. Syllable compression engine, pressure peak. They fall apart, I stay sleek. Fast don't scare me, I don't leak. I keep it sharp when systems creep, yeah.
Further compression applied, margins erased, articulation folding in on itself just to accommodate more data per second. Syntax flattened, grammar sacrifice for throughput, the mouth operating like an industrial press, stamping sound into smaller and smaller units. I'm forcing efficiency past human limits, stacking collisions until the wavelet so thickens. You buffering mentally, choking on density. I don't slow to help you decode it, double down, compressing harder, turning full sentences into half syllable bursts. The engine screaming but stable, the verse doesn't breathe, it just keeps compacting until nothing remains but speed under impossible pressure.
Syllable compression engine, still intact. They break from weight, I counteract. Fast and heavy, exact. I run this low with no slack. Syllable compression engine, final drive. They need space, I survive. Say speed, need room, denied. I close it out, fully compress the light.
Hey, don't take off. Then I shit, I take.
Syllable compression engine, popping, crashing paragraphs into microseconds, forcing entire concepts through a narrow channel. Articulation shaped down to essentials, vowels, strip consonants welded together, density spiking beyond readability, but cadence holds absolute. I'm packing more language per breath than lungs can tolerate, so I bypass them entirely, letting the tongue run direct. Feed every phrase, vacuum sealed, no wasted space, no padding, no mercy. The beat groaning under lexical gravity while I keep injecting, compressing 10 frame after frame. You waiting for expansion, I collect further, squeeze squeezing meaning title until velocity alone communicates threat. I don't explain, I transmit a lethal bit trait. Syllable compression engine.
Locked in tight, they lose control. I stay precise, too much beat but I cut it right. I speak clean in the overload fight.
Syllable compression engine. Pressure peak. Syllable compression engine.
Pressure peak, they fall apart. I stay sleep, fast don't scare me, I don't leave. I keep it sharp when systems creep.
Further compression applied, margins erased, articulation folding in on itself just to accommodate more data per second. Syntax flatten grammar sacrifice through, but the mouth operating like an industrial press. Stamping sound in smaller and smaller units. I'm forcing efficiency past human limits, stacking collisions until the waveform itself thickens. You buffer mentally, choking on density. I don't slow to help you decode. I double down, compressing harder, turning full sentences into half-syllable bursts. The end just screaming but stable. The verse doesn't breathe, it just keeps compacting until nothing remains but speed under impossible possible pressure. Syllable compression engine.
Still intact, they break from weight. I counteract, fast and heavy, exact. I run it slow with no slack.
Syllable compression engine.
Final drive, they need space. I survive, say speed need room, deny. I close it out, fully compressed, alive.
Tempo lock, engage, heart rate high as a metronome. Adrenaline flooding every syllable, forcing the pace upward but never releasing it. I'm trapped inside a rhythm set by anxiety itself. The beat no longer external, it's internal, pounding in my chest, driving articulation faster than comfort, faster than control, but perfectly consistent. Don't chasing a pulse that never slows. Jaw clenched, breathing shallow, relevant. I don't rap on a tempo, I'm locked inside it. Every bar another spike, every phrase another surge. The verse doesn't escalate, it sustains maximum stress without mercy. You feel chaos, I feel alignment with panic. Panic, tempo lock, stay centered. They lose control, I enter. Heart race high, but my tone never splinter. I ride the fear, keep it temper. Panic, tempo lock, eyes wide. They drown in stress, I glide. Fast, don't shake me, I decide. I keep my calm at a lethal stride. Still locked, no release valve, no slowdown. Articulation sync to fight or flight. Or flex the tongue, responding to stress. Signals directly, bypassing thought. The faster the panic, the tighter the flow. Feed anxiety, feed velocity. Feeding anxiety, but cadence remains razor straight. I don't spiral, I stabilize. I redline the verse, it becomes a controlled emergency where everything screams stop, but motion override instinct. I don't escape the panic, I weaponize it, converting fear into sustained propulsion until the tempo itself starts. Fear me. Panic, tempo lock, still clean. They crack under fear, stay keen. Heart on fire, but voice serene. I dominate stress in between. Panic, tempo lock, final phase. They freeze and doubt, I accelerate. Say speed, break nerves, check the tape. I close it out at panic rate.
My city without clarity, don't stop. They need a reason, I don't at all. Speak my language, that's the call. I stand into them in the phone. Velocity without clarity. I bend in precision and let momentum drive. Articulation accelerating faster than comprehension can anchor it. Words flying detached from meaning but lock the cadence. The tongue operating on impulse alone. Syllables spilling debris in the wind tunnel. You try to catch sense, I'm already past the need for it. The verse is pure forward motion, no destination, no reflection, just speed. Stack on speed until the sound itself becomes forced to beat. No longer a guide, just resistance. I tear through every pocket with reckless continuity. Breath irrelevant, understanding optional. Only requirement is motion sustained, uninterrupted, unrepentant.
Velocity without clarity, stay sharp. They chase us inside, chase spark. Too fast to think, still hit mark. I'm moving blur, but I call. Velocity without clarity, don't stop. They need a reason, I don't at all. Speak my language, that's the call. I stand intact when meanings fall.
Yeah, still pushing velocity. Clarity completely stripped, articulation reduced to propulsion. Consonants punching air, vowels evaporating under force. You hear noise, I hear efficiency. This is not communication, it's kinetic expression. A mouth, a turbine, the jaw, a drive shaft spinning without pause. I don't slow the rebel sense, I destroy it further to remove. Drag every phrase lighter, faster, more unstable. The verse becomes a streak, not a statement. Perception overwhelmed, but the engine keeps screaming forward until clarity gone forever and only velocity survives.
Velocity without clarity, still clean. They lose the plot, I stay mean. Fast, don't need
through the screen. Velocity without clarity, final mode.